All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Under crush! Under crush! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Walletta now on second. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3-19! 3-19!
Walletta looking to throw on second down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now, I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down. It does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And his first carry, he loses the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions, trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Being chased out left. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And a gain there of 11 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hurry up, here we go.
Lauletta looking for a 1st down throw to Barkley on the check down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Over! Set! Green!
It's Lauletta off play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Eluding, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme the skill.
Come on,
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Hurry, hurry!
Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Shaheem, the tight end, on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
We go, let's go! Right. Move.
He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he powers worms his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He dumps it out to Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On first down, they run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Coming off play action, Lauletta. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Patriot!
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They go play action here on 1st down. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice little juke, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
18.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up to that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Lauletta on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Able to slither by it. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 4.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, 18.
They go play action with Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
possession late. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And New York set to take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And Lauletta from his goal line here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
now let's go.
Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
It's Lauletta off play action. Steps away. He may try and run for this. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Leopard. Over. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. It's still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Lauletta. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90.
On first down, Lauletta. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Green 39.
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta to Barkley on the check down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just a yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return will stop right around the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock run down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta. Buying time to and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. Escapes the defender. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, they go with a slant that time. 15 yards and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And New York set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.